Yeah.
Oh God.
Cooper
Enzo and
Ogats
Cass.
or Enzo and Cass?
They interrupt the Dudley Boys.
It's so
Goddamn
dumb.
Dudley Boys. Are you kidding me?
No,
It might
I would
be.
never. I would never kid you about Enzo and Big Cass.
I just love how they say it like people know who they are.
They do,
But apparently
that's
there's
the
a
thing.
lot of people
Go
in
on
that
the
state.
fucking the crowd.
They're pumped
It's
up.
huge.
They're screaming along with it. They know who Big Cass is. They know who Enzo is.
Jesus. I didn't think there was that many people at the WWE.
Yeah, man.
Wow,
A
it
lot of
was a
people
double
live in the
feature:
South.
Monster Jam, WWE, back to back.
Fuck yeah.
Fill
I'd
the,
go to
fill
that.
the seats.
They can take you higher. All right.
You don't have to watch all of it.
I want to, though.
There's enough people to keep Tap Out in business. So
That's UFC.
okay.
Doesn't matter. I'm sure there's a lot of
Um,
crossover.
WWE is most definitely Walmart.
So
What does Enzo have a tattoo of on his hand? It looks like a keg
It could be.
or like a thimble.
All right. Let's get some D&D underway here.
Sorry.
We've
All right.
been
Save that for later.
out of the loop for a while. A couple people missed 2 weeks ago, and then we had last week off. So I'll do the quick recap since I always make
Got it.
Lamb do it.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks ago, Vincent and Uhl were the only two people who, for some reason, time didn't stop for. And what they found out was that Vincent technically owed the spirit of the forest a debt because he may or may not have signed his name to a contract without realizing it or looking into what he was doing. And so they went off to sort of alternate Dream Lake version of our world where they solved what seemed to be some kind of drug smuggling and processing business. Uhl also found herself addicted to the magical powder that they were making.
It was great. I had some trees. Good times.
Spent a lot of time wandering around the forest clearing. And then Vincent decided to just attack the guy leading the smuggling operation and maybe got in a little over his head until Fedorov mysteriously showed up, completely unaware of why. He just kind of showed up as a dog.
Corgi.
Corgi, there you go. And then they kind of just kicked ass. They solved that problem and found themselves right back where they started, with all three of them not having any memory of what happened. Uhl, however, found a sort of strange puzzle tube in her hand with a riddle on it. And Vincent found himself with a sort of magical rock that he's not sure what it does. But it's pink, and when he holds it, hearts, sort of ethereal hearts, hover around his head. And Fedorov didn't get anything.
Classic.
Got the shaft.
All right. So that kind of brings us up to where we are. You guys dicked around with some people you found where the two roads converged. Fedorov was pretty intent on dumping them in the river.
I would have got away with it too if it weren't for that pesky.
They seem to be some kind of gang that roams around solving mysteries. Their wagon had broken down. And then a familiar Mr. Stompy showed up to try and, I guess, get revenge on them. But Uhl figured out the secret to killing a Mr. Stompy is that you forcibly rip off its hat.
Yeah. I may be wasted a spell slot, but it was worth it.
The group piled back up in their carriage and on their carts and headed up to the fort, which is just a short jaunt away. Which brings us up to where we are now. So, as you guys pull up to the fort, you notice that It seems like probably 300 yards all around it. It's been just completely clear cut. There's nothing but stumps. You can see, even though the sun is rapidly starting to set, that a large tower sort of dominates your view. It seems like maybe in the middle of the fort there's a very tall tower. And then off to the north, the land starts sloping up into very rough-looking hills covered in trees. So you guys pull up to the gate of the fort, and let me know if you guys can't see anything.
I can see us.
Okay,
I can see this.
Yep. I'm good.
BB, you can see?
BB can see.
Perfect.
Is David here or no?
No,
No.
David has to sit out this week again. He's doing house stuff.
Okay.
Shit his pants.
Yeah.
Classic.
Coincidentally, yes.
Yeah, unrelated to D&D, he did shit his pants. All right, so as you pull up to the gate, you see that the portcullis is down, and one guy. Let me differentiate him here. The guy with the red circle on his token seems to kind of just be leaning against the foundation of the gatehouse, looking back towards the tower, not paying attention to you. And the guy with the blue circle, he looks really kind of roughed up, and he's got like his arm in a sling, and he's like, looks like he's missing some teeth, and he's got a black eye. And he just looks at you as the cart pulls up.
What's the walls made out of? Is this like a tree? Like, do they use all the trees they cleared to build the wall, or is it like made of stone?
The walls look like they're... It's kind of a patchwork of stone. Like, there's been a lot of different walls here over the years that have been knocked down and had to be replaced or been weathered down, and it looks like a rough wall. Like, it's seen
Okay.
some things.
What's the name of the fort again?
The Timber Fort, as
The
it's
Timber
currently
Fort.
known. It's
right.
as Braun has explained to the group, the fort has undergone a lot of ownership over the years. It used to be owned outright by the city of Lubeck, but events about 50 years ago have caused it to change ownership multiple times. And currently it is being, or is owned, or is leased by this caravan company.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna make them. Do you know these guards? Can you get us in? It's getting dark out.
Oh, and just for reference purposes, you are all in your respective carts and carriages. It's just very hard to get to your tokens otherwise. So,
Sure.
Bickham says, "No, this is strange. I'm sure we got here on time. They should let us through."
Would you like to get out and? Do you have credentials or something? Like, don't these people recognize us?
He kind of opens his trench coat and he pulls out sort of a greasy-looking clipboard, and he thumbs through it, and he says, "Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Here, take this. Go give these to the guards. This should clear any misconceptions up."
Okay. All right.
Woody,
Hop out.
he hands you a clipboard that has what looks like a cargo manifest and purchase receipts and a couple gold pieces sort of clipped underneath the papers.
Okay. All right. Sort of official-looking document, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'll take the clipboard.
Yep.
I'm gonna hop out. And I'm gonna head back over to Braun's caravan. And I'm gonna ask, Braun, do you have? And I'm gonna hold up the clipboard and I go, do you have something like this?
Says, Mickham takes care of all the travel arrangements. All mine should be in with his.
Okay. Does anyone want to come with me?
Sure, why not? Gotta stretch my legs. I have a
Alright.
lantern.
Okay, I want to go up to the portcullis,
Okay.
and I'm going to ask, why are the gates closed so early? We need to get in.
He says, "Gates closed on time. You're late. Sorry."
Which one says that? The toothless one?
The
Yeah.
one that's looking rough. The guy with the red circle. He's kind of leaning, facing away from you, and he maybe looks like he's sleeping, standing up or something. He's not very interested in what you have to say.
Can I sort of hold out the clipboard, hold it above my head, and
Yep.
be like, "Well, we've got documents here, and they say you're not supposed to close your gate for another half hour."
He says, "Oh, I don't know what no papers have to say. We close same time every day."
Yeah, but you've closed. It says here you closed early. We're here with Mickham.
He says, "Am I supposed to know who that is? A lot of people come through these gates."
He said you would know who you know who he is.
He just kind of shrugs at you. He scowls.
Okay. Can I? What would be the best way? Can I sort of like reach through the portcullis and I don't know.
I
Hold
don't
up.
have really anything to bribe him with.
Yeah, I've got these coins that were on the clipboard. Can I sort of hold out the coins? Be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
These are.
You want to try and bribe him? Okay.
Yeah, be like these are for you and your mate. But looks like he's incapacitated, so
The
it's your lucky day.
the guy leaning against the building kind of perks up, and he slaps his comrade on the back, and he says, "What are you doing? We don't take bribes. If the captain found out you were even considering it, he'd have you drawn and quartered. He'd throw you to the wolves."
Can I try to persuade the red dot guy that the blue dot guy was going to take my bribe to let us in?
Before you can even say anything,
Damn.
the guy with the blue circle, he kind of grumbles, and he says something in Dwarvish, and he goes and he stomps off. And the other guy, he says, "Don't mind him. He's cranky. We caught a stowaway on a cart a couple days ago. A young girl with a strange staff. He tried to get fresh with her, and she busted his face up good. So."
Well, that'll happen. Strangers on the road.
And then
So-
Right.
While I'm like standing around, I'm looking for any gnome-sized holes and seeing if there's maybe a big like badger burrowed underneath. Like, could I scurry underneath and
you could do like a
sneak in?
investigation check if you want to check out the walls.
Okay. I gotta pull up my character sheet real quick. Sorry.
How high are the walls?
They're probably,
Oh my god, Benny.
I don't know, 25, 30 feet. They're crenellated at the top, but they don't look like they're thick enough for somebody to walk along and patrol.
Are they high enough for someone to be thrown over?
If you're lucky, I guess.
Damn.
20? All right. You do not find any gnome-sized holes, but
Damn it.
while you're kind of poking around, the guy in red says, "My friend knows better than to take bribes," and then he kind of holds his hand out expectantly at you.
Can BB check for any half orc sized holes in the wall?
BB can check for half orc-sized holes.